Alright, we're off. Welcome to the MT-01 SP. This is the 2009 special model from Yamaha. It's got the big, enormous V-twin out of the Warrior. It's actually a remarkably easy bike to ride. And here we are in the Twisties of Hakone, Japan. Taking it easy. That's slippery, that stuff. It looks slippery. Look at that. Oh, it's not so slippery. Alright. Just going under the Hakone Shindo there. Storming up. Big switchbacks here. They're not big actually, they're tight. It's not exactly this bike's kettle of fish. It definitely prefers the long sweeping stuff, but it's got the torque to pull out of the tight stuff. You come out of the corner like this and then you just open the throttle. Wow. You know, we've only got a 5500 RPM red line here, so it's not exactly a screamer. It's got great engine braking. The best thing is just it sounds awesome. The torque feels awesome. The Öhlins really settle it down. It doesn't get phased by bumps or anything, especially with that weight. Oh, what's this? Got some traffic. It's a nice cloudy day here in Hakone. Middle of May. It's meant to be about 25 degrees today, 25 degrees Celsius, so it's perfect. Oh no, we're going to get stuck behind these snails up here. Beautiful old tea house in here on the right. Everybody here enjoying their break. This is on a popular hiking trail. Definitely don't want to chop the throttle because when that torque comes in, it really stabs. But if you're just riding it like this, riding that throttle, it's really easy to control. So it's just over 1,000 RPM. It just pulls away. Just cruising along. Beautiful day actually, as we climb higher and higher here. It's getting cooler and cooler. Started off down by the coast earlier. Quite hot down there. famous Route 1. You can see on the sign up there, it says the Hakone checkpoint. Yep, that used to be the old checkpoint during the Edo period. Now, if you've not ridden one of these before, the meter is quite simple. You've got a select on this side and a reset on that side. So reset is for your trip and whatnot, and the select on the right side allows you to scroll through 2 trip meters, and then your odometer. See how many kilometers you've done. All rather simple stuff. Of course, there's no rider aids on this old beast, even though by 2009 Yamaha had started to bring in a lot of rider aids. This one doesn't have any. Listen to it. You know, Yamaha promoted this one as having caldera, the heartbeat. And this bike has definitely got that. When you ride it, you can feel it. Pounds right through you. Of course, you can feel its weight, but it's really not overbearing. You mostly feel it when you jump on the anchors. And the weight is not too low, but it has a tipping point. One of the stranger golf driving ranges here, right by the side of the road. Check that out, they've got a beautiful view down to the lake there, teeing off. Ooh, there he goes. What a shot. MT10. So let's talk a little bit about this bike while we're stuck in traffic. So this was the press bike for Australia to introduce the MT-01 SP. It went to Australia in late 2008, I believe, and it stayed with Yamaha for some time. It did press duties with them, various magazines and whatnot. Also happens to be chassis number 0001. Makes it quite special. The other thing that makes it special is that it is the first of the MT SP. Of course, this is the MT-01 SP. Since then, we've had the MT-09 SP, the MT-10 SP, and basically following the same formula, where they just give it a unique colour scheme or livery with suspension upgrades. Nothing performance-wise, or engine power-wise, anyway. But they make it look a little bit special and give it some nice plush suspension. And the Öhlins on this are really nice. So the stopping power is there. It's got great suspension from Öhlins, front and back. You know, it's quite a capable package, even though it's only 90 horsepower. It's got 150 newton meters of torque, which you feel it. You know, 150 newton meters of torque. That's up there. You know, you look at the binnacle here, and it red lines at 5,500 RPM. So just when you get going, the show's all over. But you know, on a lighter internals engine, the RPM sweep is a lot faster. On this, it's slower. So it probably takes about the same amount of time, but you only progress, you know, 4,000 RPM or so. Having said that, it isn't slow, but it does only have a 5-speed box, so you don't have to shuffle gears too much because of all of that torque. And I really haven't been looking for a 6th gear with it, which is a big plus. it certainly is fun to ride. You know, toodles around like this, no problem. If I gave it a fistful of throttle now, it wouldn't, you know, leap off the line or anything, and it wouldn't complain either. It'd just slowly pick up its skirt and away it goes, and then all of a sudden you're moving along much faster than you thought that you were going, because it says on the tacho that you're only doing 4,000 RPM, but it's delivering. Listen to it. Yeah, see, it turns heads. People certainly turn to look when this thing's coming. It has presence. A second cable car. One of those cable cars goes right up and over the mountain down the other side from where you can catch a train, and that's how a lot of the tourists get into Hakone. It's a rather scenic way to do it. It's nice. Oh. No need to change gear, just roll it on. Here we are climbing up out of the Hakone caldera. This is on the north side, heading towards Gotemba. It's a nice hill climb this one. We've got a lot of traffic today, but being early spring, it's quite scenic, so we can enjoy it. Now back to this bike. It is 100% stock. It was recently in at my local YSP, and Hakone-san and his boys there did a great job in fixing a few bits and pieces, namely the under-seat fan, which cools off where those pipes tend to bake everything back there. That fan for some reason was not working. Apparently to them, they said that they knew what it was and that it was somewhat of a common problem and it could be fixed. So away they went, and it was just a broken wire. One of the solders on the wire had broken, and they resoldered it, got it working again. There are a few nuts and bolts here and there that needed replacing, and some basics doing just for its service. But this is not my main bike, so it leads a pampered life, as it should. Today it gets to get out and have a bit of a gallop, which is nice, and I do enjoy riding this thing. It's fun. It turns a lot of heads too, which is great. Those who know, know, you know. But it is such a, how do we say, unknown bike. The M201 in itself is quite iconic in its shape, but a lot of people, there weren't that many made, and a lot of people don't really know what it is. And then the SP being, from what I can gather, 125 or less of them in the world, that's in the whole world, is a very rare thing to see. Right, this is our tongue rider Hakone. Let's give it some of that Yamaha Kodo. See you around. Woohoo!